Godspeed by Zach Bryan is going to be played in standard tuning and is based around 4 chords: a C major, a G major, an A minor, and an F major. One thing to point out real quick, in some live versions that you can find on YouTube, Zach Bryan is capoed on the 1st fret in playing those chords, but on the recorded version of Godspeed, he is just playing in standard tuning, no capo. So if you hear a difference between what you're doing and what he's doing, it may be which version of the song are you listening to. Are you listening to the recorded album version, or are you listening to a version on YouTube? A YouTube version I found had it capoed, but the album version definitely is just standard tuning. So the chords themselves, pretty simple. Let me go ahead and address the strumming pattern though. That's basically the strumming pattern across the entire song, and that is a down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down. First chord, C major, ring finger to the 5-string 3 fret. Second finger to the 4-string 2 fret. Open 3 string. First finger on the 2-string 1 fret. And then, I'm sorry, I wasn't fretting the right string there. First finger on the 2-string 1 fret and an open 1 string. So in this chord, you want to avoid the open 6 string and just strum from the 5 string down. The second chord, a G chord, the way that you want to make this chord is just shift your second and ring fingers down 1 set of strings so that your ring finger is now hitting the 6-string 3 fret. Your second finger will be hammering on to the 5-string 2 fret, and I'll address that in just a second. Open 4 string, open 3 string, open 2 string, and then pull your pinky finger back to the 1-string 3 fret. So the way that this hammer on is going to happen, moving out of the C, you can hear Zach Bryan hit the down on the 6-string 3 fret where your ring finger is. So you remember our strumming pattern is down, down, up, down, up, down, down. The first down is to just hit the 6th string, and then the next down is hitting an open 5 string and then hammering with your second finger to the 5-string 2 fret so that you get. But that is happening within the broader strum pattern of down, down, up, down, down, so that you get a. So if we're just playing it completely clean, the sound would be. But it's happening within, again, the broader strum pattern. So. And then we go to the A minor, will be the third chord. This will be an open 5 string, second finger on the 4-string 2 fret, ring finger on the 3-string 2 fret, first finger on the 2-string 1 fret, and an open 1 string. And then the F chord. So this F chord can be a bit challenging. I'll give you 2 ways to play it. In the YouTube version of Zach Bryan playing this, he just played a 3-finger F chord. But again, he was also capoed up 1 fret from where we are. But so one way that you can play this F chord is a 3-fingered F chord. That would be ring finger on the 4-string 3 fret, second finger on the 2-string. I'm sorry, let me start that over. Ring finger on the 4-string 3 fret. Second finger on the 3-string 2 fret, first finger on the 2-string 1 fret, and really you would just want to go 4, 3, and 2 with your strum pattern there. And this, to me, is kind of the least preferable of the F chords because you have to be so precise in your strum pattern only hitting those 3 strings. Otherwise, you start to kind of hit strings that are landmines that you don't really want in there. So another way that you could play this F chord on the album version, I can definitely tell by listening, it's not this version of the F chord. He may be playing just a full-throated F bar chord, which would be bar with your first finger across the 1st fret of the guitar, then ring finger on the 5-string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 4-string 3 fret, second finger on the 3-string 2 fret, and then your first finger bar grabbing again strings 2 and 1 on the 1st fret. But the way that I tend to play an F chord that makes it a larger sounding F chord is my ring, second, and pinky fingers are playing this bar chord shape, but my first finger is going to come up and grab the 2-string 1 fret, and then I use my thumb to grab the 6-string 1 fret. So that's the way that I tend to play this F chord. And then the chords just repeat from that point forward. C major to the G major to the A minor to the F. A couple of variants that I saw in watching it. So the recorded version of the song, I'm pretty sure, is just that, like pretty straightforward, those chords over and over. A variation that I did see in a live version is sometimes Zach Bryan has a tendency to, whenever he switches from the C chord to the G chord, he'll leave his first finger on this 2-string 1 fret so that that note, which is actually a C, becomes a bit of an anchor throughout all of the chords. So like a C to a G to the A minor, still with your first finger on that 2-string 1 fret, to the F, to the G chord, to the A minor chord, to the F chord. So you can hear that drone was basically present in each of these chords. So, if you want to spice it up a little bit, feel free to do that. I've seen him do that in recorded versions, and then also the last little piece of embellishment that you can do with these is hammer-ons and pull-offs are always fair game, I feel like. In C chords, your hammer-on would be hammering with your second finger to the 4-string 2 fret from an open 4-string, or pulling off to expose the 4-string. So you hear how I'm hammering on or pulling off. Same thing in the G chord, we're actually doing that hammer-on in the G chord. The A minor, you could still hammer on or pull off with your second finger, exposing or covering that 4-string from open to 2 fret to open, or you could do the same concept with your ring finger on the 3-string, opening the 3-string and hammering down to the 3-string 2 fret, or pulling off to expose the 3-string. Some sort of variation of that, and then the F chord. Your hammer-on finger here would be your second finger again, and it would be operating on the 3-string from 3-string open to 3-string 2 fret. So hopefully you can hear how I'm lifting my second finger sometimes and then hammering down second finger. And again, that's not something that I hear in the recorded version, but those are things that I heard and saw on some of the live versions that Zach Bryan was doing. So those are the chords and the movements to Godspeed by Zach Bryan. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.